Today, I would like to share a bit of a funny story with you. Firstly, don't try this at your own job, you might get fired. The upcoming story is not due to malice or events that I did on purpose, but it's purely caused by my own stupidity. Now that that is settled, we can get started. I was a junior developer and was very excited to be a part of a big team handling big projects. But just like any other dev companies, they tend to overwork their employees. That means that tasks are overlapping, big tasks are overlapping with small tasks, and if there are bugs that occurred, you should put a pause on working on this task to fix that bug, and so on. So while I was trying to finish a feature, another task was assigned to me. Thankfully, I finished the smaller tasks and merged its branch into staging, and the senior QA said that it was good. He said he tested it. It seems to be working. Now, since I've finished the small task, I can now go on to the big project. I did the usual, created a new branch for this new feature and worked on that branch to avoid committing horrendous mistakes into production. After 2 days, a lot has happened. Other developers have merged their code in, features and bugs and whatnot. But here's the tricky part. The QA somehow must have missed a bug. He didn't catch this particular bug even though he did some regression testing and end-to-end testing, which is completely normal. I mean, you cannot catch all the bugs even if you have a QA. Some bugs will still seep through the production branch. So I was tasked into fixing that bug. Like a junior dev, I was overly confident, and let me remind you again, I was stupid and didn't create a new branch for this bug fix. I said to myself, since I'm almost done with this feature, maybe I could just slip in a few bug fix into it, which is big mistake, because if you're a developer, you should know that a branch should be homogeneous. When we say homogeneous, one feature or one bug fix should be onto one branch. This is done because it is a way to help you in the future or other developers to trace any side effects of your feature, and to trace if there was ever a problem on the production. You could just trace each branch and check if there was a mistake that was committed into that particular branch, and you could just pull it out, or you can trace the bug from there. But since there are two, a big feature and one bug fix in my feature branch, that cannot be done since it's all mixed in. And so I sent my pull requests, and it was merged into staging. The QA that tested my feature branch that has a bug fix in it was another overly confident. I wouldn't say stupid, but it's he's more inexperienced like me. I was still a junior, and he didn't do any regression testing. He just tested the feature that I made because that's what he thinks my feature does, and didn't consider that my feature branch has a bug fix mixed in it. He said it was all good, and he merged that particular branch containing the feature and the bug fix. Do you see where we're getting at here? But the bug fix I did that was mixed in with the feature caused a lot more bugs to come out. The next day, the senior QA went onto the group chat and started to scream, the company is on fire. Somehow the user's data that is showing the report, the React component missed that data and it stopped showing altogether. There was just a sidebar. The report that is part of the app is actually the meat of our app. It's what people are paying for. So the product manager went in onto the group chat and said, all hands on deck, pause whatever you're doing, we'll start to fix this now, ASAP. The good thing is my tribe or my team that I was working with was not fond of pointing fingers. They just wanted to fix the bug ASAP. So the other developers went in onto our version control, looked for the code that might have been causing the fire, but it is too much code to go onto, and so it is not the way to go since it will take so much time. And so what I did was to work in silence since I know where the bug fix is, meaning I know the geology of the code. I know where to start. So I started from the bug fix I made, traced the fire from there, and after 30 minutes I said to the team, I have a pull request, can you see the solution that I made? And since everyone was desperate for a solution, they said that, yeah, I think your code is good after looking at it for like a second. And so we pushed my solution. And after 10 minutes of pure tension, it was merged and the fire was out. And we started celebrating and screaming hallelujah and singing praises. The product manager is break dancing on his room. I don't know. But everyone was happy and the manager was so impressed and he said that I should join him on a call before the shift is over. Yada yada yada.
Yada, yada, yada.
We talked and then he said that maybe I should be more onto bug fixing rather than creating features, so I just accepted. And I did some bug fixing for other developers, even if their code is the one that is causing fires here. So I've been putting out fires for a month or two. Then, after which, I was promoted to a software senior engineer and was given a raise. And that's my story. A lot of developers have the same stories like this, and it's like, oh, it's not just me. So there was this phase where we were all stupid. We created a problem of our own and we tried to solve it, and everyone was impressed. Anyway, that was my story. Disclaimer: do not try this at your own job. And yeah, keep coding, girls and gals. That's it. See ya.